the importance of empowering ourselves and importance of balancing the divine feminine and divine masculine within all of us. And I'm so happy to introduce our speaker of today. And she is Cristiana. She works as a therapist, international holistic speaker, and author. Her workshops and classes have a main theme of the energetic nourishment, the Taoist emotional intelligence, and pranic methods of healing and recalibration, converging to the consciousness of unity. She combines the ancient knowledge with the modern scientific discoveries to bring a complex and complete picture on the unlimited nature of the human potential. Since 2009, she has been studying the pranic nourishment, and since 2013, she is offering lectures and classes on this subject. With her work of the Soul Healing Academy, she has created several projects, including the Pranic Consciousness Summit, the Pranic Festival in Romania, the Pranic Festival in India, and the Pranic Consciousness Process. The Energy in the Harmony Holistic Educational Program for children in schools. She's doing a lot of charity works, my dear friends. And she is a board member of our Global Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement, I think, which was started by Paramila Patri, and she's a part of our Pieces and Global movement. And she's also now practicing the soul healing holistic therapy, which deals with the balance between body, mind, soul, and deprogramming and reprogramming the energy field. And she shares her experience in books, workshops, classes, and conferences. And she is the author of 5 books, amongst which the Pranic World book, which describes her experience with pranic communities and pranic processes. Was started by Paramila Patri. And yes, Cristiana, we welcome you.
Yes, very happy for your presentation. Very grateful for everyone here sharing and being with us. It's such a blessed day that we're now streaming in the full moon. I'm not sure if you can all see my image.
I can see you.
Okay,
can see
there
you.
we are.
Yes.
And it's so beautiful to have this session with you right after the full moon. You've known how powerful this full moon time is, especially for us women, but for everyone on the planet, because we all have feminine side, right? Even if we are in a male body, we still have a feminine aspect and emotional, deeply connected, deeply intuitive aspect of ourselves, which is very much influenced by the water element and also the moon, right? And having had the full moon just the other night, I believe it's a very auspicious time to be having this conversation about uh, empowering women, you know, empowering the goddess within, or unleashing, if you will, the goddess within. But also, I'm going to talk today about the power of surrender, because that's the ultimate aspect, the most refined aspect of femininity and of feminine essence, right? It's not surrendering to ideas or concepts or specific behaviors that others are trying to impose on you. That's not what I'm talking about today. That's actually the part where we're empowering women to step out of that and speak out their voice, right? So for ages, as feminine representatives, we've been trying to fit in a box and fit in the imagery or concepts of our daddies, of our lovers, of our husbands, our sugar daddies, those of you who have them, trying to just fill in the matrix or idea of a person that we wanted to be loved by. How many of you there in the audience are getting goosebumps or resonating with that? I'm curious to know. Just type yes in the comments if you felt that specific feeling. And by trying that, you've always stepped away from your true self. You've been trying to fit in some other person's idea about what you should be. And that's not speaking your true voice or your true femininity. That's not speaking your divine self into your life. That's straining away from it. It's not going to work on long term. That's why so many women are falling ill. So many women are having health issues with their ovaries, with their breasts, with their thyroid, with all these parts of the system that actually belong to their feminine side, their womb even, because there the energy is not flowing right when you're not expressing your true feminine side, your true feminine aspect. So trying to fit in, blend in, and be the good girl, the nice girl, the I want to be loved girl, it's not gonna bring you health, happiness, or harmony in this life. It's not gonna at all um, fulfill your soul, right? You have to step beyond that and see what you truly are and what you truly need to express. That's the first thing I feel to share on this topic of empowering women. As goddesses, as the representatives of divine feminine, we have to step into our true and full expression of our feminine energy. That's the first step to our health, happiness, and harmony as women. Before I go on, I would love to have the link where this is streaming live on Facebook so that I can share it with my friends where I'm speaking and also watch your questions and comments. I believe on Facebook, if you're watching live, you can post comments and questions over what I say, and I would love to see them so that I can answer them. So Shri, please share me the link of the Facebook Live so that I can watch the people's comments and questions there and answer them. And because I want this to be an interactive.
Yes, Christiana,
Yeah,
the live streaming is 10 minutes, little bit delay. Please carry on. We'll receive question and answer session in after your topic. We can receive your Q&A.
absolutely. Just share me the link anyway, because I
Yes,
want to
yes,
watch it.
yes.
Thanks. So that's the first thing that I feel to approach. We have to step into our true feminine expression, and that includes expressing or implies expressing our true self and not the idea of other people's image of us, right? You've been trying to fit in the good girl, the good wife, the good career woman, yeah, the good spiritual woman, ultimately, where you only do certain things and other things you don't do because that's not spiritual, right? For some, for example, it's not spiritual to be sexual. For some, it's not spiritual to be loud or to speak out your voice or to show your anger. Yeah, all of that stuff that we consider spiritual and try to fit into that box is repressing our expression that might be sometimes angry, sometimes might be chaotic, whatever that chaos is, sometimes might be emotional. Yeah, all that is our birthright. It doesn't mean that we have to go along all day being erratic about all that, but just not be afraid to express what you feel is the first step, right? And second, not be afraid to say no. Women say yes too much in life, trying to fit in and please others. They say yes for their parents to love them, they go to the right schools, they choose the right husbands, especially in India. They say yes to the teachers, they say yes to the husbands even if they want to say no, especially in intimate communion. How many times you've given your body up, right, just to please your man, just to make sure he is happy when you weren't happy at all, when you weren't having your needs met. So that's very important too. And how many times you've said no to yourself to be able to say yes to others? Maybe you wanted to do something for yourself, maybe you wanted to relax, maybe you wanted to buy some nice things, maybe you wanted to just have some time off from family and children, and you've been saying no to yourself and yes to others to make sure your family is happy. All that is a path of no health, is a path of saying no to your divine self, is a path of sometimes illness, right? So I'm just raising here a very important red flag to the women and goddesses who are not stepping into their true aspect and not fully embodying what they need to express. With that, the next thing I feel to approach, and that's very important, is that I'm not a feminist. I am feminine. I am honoring the divine feminine, but I'm not a feminist at all. I find the feminine energy very aggressive movement that has moved women away from their femininity, has increased in an exaggerated way their masculinity, their masculine energy, the drive, the wanting to win, the competitive, the overworking, the competing with men side that is now present all over the planet in most women, and that has created an imbalance between women and men. So I'm not that either, right? With what I've said before, I'm not encouraging feminism. I'm not encouraging you discarding or despising your men or the men around you. I'm not encouraging at all the idea that women are superior, men are inferior, men should serve us, whatever. That's nonsense. As spirits, we are all one, and we are one with the one that is breathing us all, and we're on all aspects of the creative force, aspects of Shakti, after aspects of Shiva, aspects of the divine principle. So any aspect that goes astray from that and starts to discard the other gender, whichever gender might be, is straying away from our divine essence, right? So I'm not encouraging that. It's not my point here. I'm encouraging the balance between women and men, and the balance of energy, right? Not necessarily equal. Balanced is the word, right? Because some have certain qualities that are to be honored, and the others have other qualities that are to be honored. And we've been brought here on earth together, the both genders, right, in order to make a balance, a dance, a divine union, a flow between us that's helping each other. So that's the essence of femininity, to acknowledge that and to be able to step into that in full power, which is the full gentleness of what we are. Our divine qualities as women are not, the strength and the aggression and the competitivity and the overachievement. That's not our game, right? That's depleting our feminine essence, our feminine flow, our sexual energy, our juiciness. Our feminine qualities that are to be nourished and encouraged and enhanced in this world in order for us to have the perfect pranic flow that's nourishing us. Our qualities as women that need to be nourished are the gentleness, the kindness, the compassion, the sweetness. There's a sweetness to it all that can actually nourish the masculine energy and enhance it. So when you're sweet to your man, when you're gentle to your man, when you're kind to your man, you're actually nourishing him and empowering him for him to help you when you need and support when you need, right? When you are scolding him, criticizing him, competing with him, putting him down, making him feel like he's not enough or he's not good, that's when you're cutting off what? his masculine essence, right? There's an expression that we use, but it's not so beautiful. So I'm going to just say you're cutting off his masculine essence. And that's when he dims himself down. He's starting to withdraw. He's going in his cave and is no longer able to help you and support you. Why? Because his masculine energy is starting to decrease, from you over criticize him and over, busting his balls. That's the expression, right? So you don't want to do that as a woman. If you want to be helped, if you want to be supported, if you want to be in a beautiful dance with your gentleman, even if he's not yet gentle, it's your turn to be gentle and kind and loving and passionate when needed, in order to enhance that masculine flow in him. And I've had the surprise to have partner in my life that at the beginning maybe they weren't so conscious, but over time, with our work together, with our sharing, with our communion, they've become quite impressive as masculine representatives. Why? Because the divine essence of the femininity always nourishes the masculine and the other way around. So part of your empowerment part of your empowerment is, and your power is, knowing how to be gentle, knowing how to be sweet, knowing how to be calm when the other is agitated, knowing how to flow with life, right? Flow with life instead of opposing to life, instead of manning up to life, instead of being stiff, being soft instead of being stiff. That's the property of feminine essence, right? And that leads me into the topic of today, the power of surrender, which is the essence of our conversation. So part of it is, cultivating our gentleness, our softness, our kindness, our juiciness as women. How do we do that? You're gonna just say to me, and I'm still waiting for that Facebook link to see what's happening at the other end of this conversation. You're gonna start.
Facebook, we are not streaming, only in two YouTube channels we are giving. Yeah, in the PM
Okay,
English, it is telecasting right now. Yeah.
got it now. Okay, because I saw on poster there was a Facebook. I'm clear now. Okay, so there we are in the middle of this topic. If you want to have any questions or comments, please use the chat box to share anything. And I was saying that yes, you are gonna say that it's hard to be gentle and kind and soft when the world is so tough around you, right? And when the world is making you tired, depleting you, and really not encouraging you to soften into your feminine essence, right? When you have 2 or 3 children screaming around you, and a husband that's worried about finances and jobs, and the parents that might be falling ill, and the job that is insecure for you, and the house that needs to be house kept and cleaned, and all these other tasks, that the shopping and the groceries and the washing and the cleaning, all we do every day, to maintain life of ourselves and family, all that stuff is depleting your feminine essence, and it's somehow not encouraging that softness in your life, right? I'm sure you're thinking that, and I'm sure you're feeling that, and I've been feeling that too, and I know how it feels, and I'm totally with you on that, right? And you're gonna say also how to be soft in a competitive masculine work environment where you're constantly being or feeling, you might not be that, but you're feeling that you're in a competition with the men that are in similar jobs. And your question might be, how can you soften up in that type of environment? Well, that's the catch, right? And I'm going to share the catch with you. ever since I was an adolescent, or even a bit later when I was 19, I started my first job in a sales company that is one of the top companies in the world, right? It's producing a very famous chocolate and a very famous coffee. It's a Dutch or German company that taught me, hard work and the seriousness and being committed to my job. But here I was, one of the two women in an office with more than other 10 men colleagues, right? And you might consider that position as being very, very tough and competitive, yeah, because I was working in a masculine environment. Most of my clients were also men, and so on. So you would say that that's the first occasion to toughen up as a woman. But because I was being kind of sweet and kind of cute to my colleagues, without being inviting, without being, too open, but just gentle and cute and genuinely polite. And I was really respecting them as people. Because of that, I was very much helped in my job. So instead of competing with them, we were in certain competition because we had targets and each one was doing his target. But my view was never that I was competing with them. My view is that each one had a job in a specific territory. We weren't stepping on each other's territory. I wasn't stepping on theirs, at least. And that whenever was the occasion, we should help each other. That was my approach. And with that approach, with no competing, but just being a team and doing our work together in the same environment, I had very good results in my job, but also very good relationship with my colleagues that were most male. Well, I didn't have that competition bone in me to start to nag at them or feel inferior or feel superior or start wanting what they have or check their salaries and this and that. That was not my goal. My goal was to do my job. So that's the first shift in attitude that can come in a work environment or in relation to male colleagues and male environment, because when you step into your competition, you're going to trigger theirs. When you step into your softness, gentleness, you're going to trigger theirs. So as a goddess, you have the button, right? Try to think of that whenever you want to compete with your man or with the men around you. You're going to trigger whatever you're emitting, right? That's not important to compete. The important thing is to collaborate and dance together. And that's when you get the most of life, right? The second thing, so first I would say first is attitude, right? When you and for that attitude to really be able to happen, you need to have healed specific aspects in your life, right? And this is what I do as a healer, as a therapist, right? I work very much with women that have been hurt by their fathers, by their husbands, that have been raped, that have been abused, that have been stepped over in their feminine aspect and their you know they weren't given the right to say no, or their saying no wasn't respected, and they have developed therefore a certain aggressive attitude or even disdain attitude towards all masculine in general, right? So to heal our wounds as women and to erase the trauma of having been aggressed, of having been disrespected, of having been mistreated by our fathers, lovers, husbands, any representative of our masculine for ages and ages, not only now, right? Some imprints are for lifetimes, right? We've been burned on stake for being powerful goddesses, powerful priestess. We've been stoned to death for expressing our truth. We've been, imprisoned or murdered for being the healers that we were when we were doing plant healing or energy healing, right? There's a history of suppressing feminine energy that we dealt with, that has left imprinted wounds in us, in our souls, but also in our bodies, because the body, even if it's not from this lifetime, remembers your wound, and it will still play it in the background if you don't heal it. So that's why it's important to really heal your wounds, really heal your history, really heal your cellular memory even, and your trauma, to be able to be harmonious as a woman. Sometimes it doesn't come up just by attitude and just by applying some potions on the skin. It's necessary that we go to the root cause and really heal the base core source of our over competitive, over masculine behavior that might be a fear or a trauma or a wound back there, right? And that's what I've noticed with all women that I've worked with. And also, to be honest, that's what I had in myself, right? When I was a little younger, maybe 10 years ago, when I was 27 or so, now I'm 37. I had my wounds as well. Some are still playing in the background, but I'm aware of them, and I know that I need to heal them.
Um, hey, hi, Christiana. Your video got stuck.
Or the source of me trying to be top manager and overworking all day and trying to be overachiever and all that stuff, I started to heal myself slowly. I introduced meditation into my life. I introduced yoga and qigong. One of the most important practices in my life that has helped me so much is the Kuan Yin Qigong that I'm practicing every day since 10 years ago. And you can find it on my channel, YouTube channel, Cristiana Eltrayan. There's a very easy, almost like a dance, daily practice that doesn't last more than 10 minutes, that harmonizes your entire body and all your energy systems to a frequency of very soft, very gentle, feminine energy that is Kuan Yin, that is the goddess of compassion. All you need to do is to follow the moves and the breathing that we have in that exercise that we're offering for free on YouTube, and it will gently switch your overall system from being over masculine or overactive into being more gentle, more compassionate, more kind. Why? Because it puts you in resonance with a certain gentle feminine energy that is and has been on a planet for a long time, that is really going to shift your entire system. And that's the number one, after the attitude, after healing your trauma, your hidden wounds. That's the third most important practice or tool that I can offer today, that I really recommend to women for them to be able to heal. Right? So just to sum up until now, changing the attitude, healing your wounds and trauma. And if you need help, you can contact me for that, or you can go to your favorite healer for that. And third, practicing daily Qigong or a body practice. It has to involve the body. I'm saying that because it's important. A body practice because you need to integrate gentler energies into your body, like literally integrate them, embody, lighten, right, your body with these energies. And one of the easiest practices is the Kuan Yin Qigong that I'm talking about. Kuan Yin standing Qigong. You can, like I said, if you type on YouTube Kuan Yin Qigong Cristiana Eltrayan, you're gonna find it in several ways, from several festivals, and it's very easy to practice, right, for women as a gift and for men. A fourth thing, but not last, is to work with your feminine aspects of your body. So working with your body is really, really important. We've talked about attitude, which is mindset. We've talked about emotions, which is healing your wounds, your cellular memories, your hidden trauma. We've talked about some simple body work, like, but it's also energy work, the qigong that you can do. Now we drop straight into the body, into the physicality, into your physical system. There's two things or three things that you can actually do to be gentler. First, take care of your body. Nourish yourself from within with meditation, but also nourish yourself from without, from the exterior, with the right nourishment. You know, the things that clutter your digestive system will clutter your feminine aspect, will make you angrier, will make you disconnected, will make you have brain fog, will make you not be able to fulfill your tasks, and will make you tired. And as a woman, you don't want that. You want fluidity, flow, health in your body. So the solution is, to drop animal products, drop overcooked foods, drop flour and sweets that are producing candidoles and over acidity in your body and affecting your sexual organs and overall body and your sex life. Drop all that, because that's not good for any of us, and include in your life healthier, greener food, more vegetable, less cooked food. Actually, your Indian food, if you're eating it, it's a bit overcooked for what you really need to enhance your feminine flow. Try the sattvic diet. If you look at Ayurveda and look for the sattva, what is sattva and what are the sattva foods, you can try that for more gentleness and more sweetness and more kindness in your life. And that's one of the first steps. Try some juice fasting and water fasting once a month, for a day or two or 3 days or 7 days. Just go on juices and fruits, and that will heal many of your things in your body, will lighten up your whole system, and will also increase your pranic flow, which is being in flow with life, right? Will help you so much. And that's also nourishing your femininity. It's important that you stay healthy from the inside, from your diet. For many, many years now, I've been vegan, more than 10 years. I've been vegetarian first time at 17, which is 20 years ago. I'm really encouraging this lifestyle because I'm practicing it. And lately, because I've been researching and practicing pranic nourishment, also being into breatharianism and having multiple breatharian friends and colleagues that I know that this is possible. I know that we are nourished by prana or energy or source. So I know that it's not necessary for us to eat that much. So the more you detox your body, the more you lighten up your diet, the more you are going to express your essence, which is your feminine, gentle side, right? And you'll be calmer and more peaceful and more able to complete your daily tasks, to be able to have more time for yourself. Second, in nourishing your body is what you put on your body, and I'm referring to body products and clothing. I love silk. I love gentleness. I love things that caress my body, right? I never wear or rarely wear clothing that are too tight, too constricting, or too artificial as fabric. Why? Because that blocks my pranic flow in general. Walk barefoot as much as you can, especially when you're in your yard. You don't need shoes. These are interrupting your contact with the yin essence of Mother Earth or Gaia, and that's not permitting your pranic flow to circulate harmoniously. So walk barefoot or without shoes, or there are also shoes that are permitting to have this pranic flow more healthy. And so try to keep that into your awareness. Third thing, besides the food and the clothing and the body products, don't put any body products on your skin that you wouldn't be willing to swallow, right? Your skin takes them directly into your blood. It gets directly resorbed into your system. You don't want heavy metals and toxins into your system, so don't put products that would bring that in your blood and circulatory um, system, right? Only put what you would be able to swallow, which is products made with home with natural oils and essential oils. That's what I recommend and use, and that's what I'm telling you as women and the men in the audience to utilize. Third, but not last, work with your body, girls, right? There's a movie that I watched recently. It's called Hysteria. It's a little rough on the edges for some prude ladies or men because it's talking very bluntly of feminine sexuality. That's not something to be neglected. That's a very big part of our lives. The sexual energy is the very fluid and fuel of our organisms. Even if you don't use it for sexual intercourse, which many of us don't regularly, you can use it for life, for creation, for creativity, um, for enhancing your projects and nourishing your workflow even, right? I have a friend who's a sex coach who always says, I don't do coffee, I do orgasms. Why? Because that's circulating her energy and all of our energy through our bodies, nourishing us, making us more alive and more productive, right? If you don't have a partner, that's fine. You can still circulate your inner energy, your kundalini energy or sexual energy by yourself. How? By meditating and doing breath work, and there are specific techniques and exercises that I teach that are very simple from the yogi tradition and from the Taoist tradition that you can apply as a woman to raise your energy up. Don't wait for your men to do it. Some are not uh, trained, some are not qualified, some have no idea how, and some you have to teach them, right? That's the thing. And don't be frustrated if they don't know, right? But you, as a woman, as a goddess, have a self empowered being. You should know how to work with your energy and how to walk it around your body, circulate it around your energy system to always be nourished and thriving, right? And I know this seems far fetched to some because sexual education is not always part of our day to day life and surely not part of our school curriculum in a proper way. But this is our school of mastery. This is what I'm teaching, and many others are, because this is the school of mastery. To know what to do with your energy is key for your healthy femininity, right? So, two things that I recommend in a nutshell just for today. Start doing the microcosmic orbit, like draw your breath up and bring it down just to circulate the flow of energy. And we're going to do it in a few minutes just to give you a sample of what it is. Second, massage your breasts as often as you can. I prefer to say daily, each morning or evening, because in your breast, you're accumulating a lot of tension and a lot of energy that instead of being stuck there, it could be circulated through your body as nourishment instead of coffee, right? My Taoist teacher, Mantak Chia, is always saying instead of having coffee, massage your breasts, and that's very easy. When you have the shower, at the end of the shower, you do a quick breast massage, circulating your hands across your breasts in a very simple way. And that's going to amp up your energy, and it's going to clear your system, and it's going to clear your lymph system, and it prevents any nodules or blockages of energy in your breast. The reason women have so much breast issues is that, one, they're wearing bras, which is should be illegal from my perspective. I never wear a bra unless I'm having a very, very fancy party or specific dress, and that's not going to be for more than 2 or 3 hours. The rest of the time, you can wear the tops that are holding your breasts in a very harmonious way, and you don't need to put these metal, and constricting devices around your chest that are blocking your heart chakra and your flow of circulation in the breast. That's not normal, right? And even if your breasts are a little larger, there's still models that can fit in. I'm not small size, so I can testify for that. And it's very healthy for your body, because the number one thing besides looking fabulous is to have your pranic flow in place, to have your energy circulating harmoniously. No, okay? So drop your breasts by the tops and the lingerie that is really allowing your chi to flow. And that's the number one step to your health. Second, try to find the jade egg, right? That's another tool for your health. That's a secret tool. I don't know if I should talk about it today, but I'm feeling to talk about it. Buy a jade egg, which is a crystal egg in different sizes, but egg shaped, that you can use for your yoni. Okay, that you can use for your yoni. It comes with a string, that you can use to insert and pull out, and you use for your yoni muscles to heal and circulate the energy there, right? It's a tool that we utilize to heal trauma, release trauma from inside your yonis. In the comfort of your home. You don't need to go to a doctor. You don't need to go to a specialist, to do that. You don't need to wait for your man to become your ultimate lover to be able to have your trauma release. So use a jade egg, which you can find on the internet to buy. If you type jade egg, I'm at some point gonna offer them myself, but it's not at this point. And if you find the jade egg with the size that suits you for your yoni, which is the sexual feminine organ, if you don't know that, your yoni muscles and your yoni chi. Inside your yoni, there's acupressure points connecting to all your internal organs, and it removes and releases all the toxic and blocked energy while also massaging and energizing all your internal organs. And especially if you gave birth to children and the situation is not so happy over there, maybe you're shy with your man and you think it's not that good anymore, you can use that jade egg to strengthen your muscles. It's like Kegel exercise but on steroids, because on Kegel you're not squeezing anything actually. And it helps you have more control of your pelvic floor. It strengthens your core. It strengthens your confidence, because your core and your pelvic floor has very much to do with your confidence and your strength as a woman. It tones and energizes your sacral chakra, and it circulates your energy around your body. Instead of keeping there stuck and still, it circulates it all around your body. So jaded, right? Don't forget that. It's easy to use. If you're not lazy, or you don't, if you love yourself enough, you can actually do it daily, and it will change your life completely. It will enhance and put your energy on steroids, and you'll be able to do so much more. It's not just about healing your body, but it's about enhancing your creativity, your daily energy, your productivity, your attention, your ability to focus, your ability to take care of your children and the husband, all family, and all that you do, right? I'm doing 6 or 7 projects in parallel, and this is my 5th conference in a week, while I'm also having classes and healing sessions in parallel. And still I have some time to relax and travel. Why? Because I know how to work with my energy, and I've been teaching that for more than 10 years worldwide, right? So that's a third thing that I recommend. And for men, if you're watching the session, same 2 things that I mentioned: take care of your body, take care of your nourishment, take care of your clothing and body products, because men are using quite a lot of body products these days. And instead of massaging your breasts, you can work with your scrotum. You cannot really use a jade egg because you're not having the same body structure, but you can you can work with the energy in your scrotum and just circulate and draw that energy up. And if you need more details on this, I can have one-on-one sessions online with you to explain more in detail, because with men it's more in depth of what they can do with their energy, right? So those will be the three things that I recommend for enhancing the femininity and the power of Shakti in both men and women, right? Feminine energy is not only specific for the beings that have feminine body, not only for women. We have it even if we're in a male body. It's so important then to listen to our intuition, to listen to our bodies, to honor our bodies, because body, the physical aspect of ours, is the yin aspect, right? The consciousness is the yang aspect, the masculine, the yang, and the body is the feminine, the yin aspect. So when you want to honor Shakti, honor your body, your physicality, your physical expression. Treat your body like a temple, honor your sexuality, change your concepts about what Tantra is. And I'm teaching Tantra class soon called Prana, Intimacy, and Kundalini, where I'm referring more to these techniques. And just make sure that everything in you is healthy, from your concepts to your emotions to your body, right? That's the flow, that's keeping you in alignment with the flow of life, because you have the finest of the finest biocomputer, or spaceship, I call it, because it's actually a construction that's moving through space every day. You have the finest of the finest biocomputer or spaceship that can transmit telepathic messages, do remote healing, do instant healing, instantly download information, self-heal, self-energize, do all the stuff. And my take is that not all of us are treating it the best way. So just make sure you take care of that. Somebody says in the comments, share us the Qigong YouTube channel. I just said about 3 times that if you type Cristiana Eltrayan Kuan Yin, I'm going to type it for you now, Qigong. Kuan Yin Qigong, you find it, right? So that's very simple. I'm going to just type it and then look for it so that it's easier for you to access it. So easy, right? I'm going to share the link that you see placed in your comments. It's actually from the Pranic Festival in Romania. Each year in Romania, we're having a festival in August. So it's a few days from now, where we're gathering together all the teachers that are specialists in pranic nourishment, pranic healing, and pranic energy circulation. And we're gathering together for them to share their techniques and practices here in Romania live with us, to be able to show us what they do to keep themselves healthier and to help their patients. This is happening every year, and it's happening this year as well. So you're seeing in the comments the link from the Qigong I made at this festival. And in India, the same festival is in Pyramid Valley in March 3rd to 8th, to answer someone who's asking on another channel, right? So in India, I'm going to surely be in Pyramid Valley, March 3rd to 8th, to the Pranic Festival in India, because I'm a guest speaker there. So if you have further questions, please let me know. And if you don't have any questions, I'm going to just go ahead and invite you to step more into your feminine side, into the power of surrender, with a brief but powerful exercise that we're going to do together. Last but not least, the power of surrender is the power of honoring life in you, in others, and trusting that The universe is supporting you, giving you everything you need, taking care of your feminine essence and your all you need to receive in life, and supporting the life in you as a divine being. So to trust that is to trust and be able to surrender. And having that soft, gentle attitude towards life, where you're allowing everything, where you're waiting to see the good result in everything. Even in this pandemic, there should be a good result. Maybe it makes us more conscious, right? So trusting the divine, trusting the universe, trusting that everything is in its right flow. If you don't oppose to it, if you don't fight it, trusting all that is allowing you to be in a state of surrender and honor your inner Shakti, your inner divinity as the goddess that you are, or the inner goddess if you are in a male body even. So I'm seeing now that somebody is saying to me that we should start this exercise. So should I take until should I take 7 more minutes for the exercise, or how much time do I have? Tell me, please.
Yes, Christiana. Yes, you can take. You can continue for 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay,
15 minutes is
perfect.
okay for you? Yeah.
It's perfect for us. Yes, that's why I was continuing, because I was feeling
Yes.
I have enough time.
Yes.
Okay, so we can always actually, part of our feminine flow is to always be in synchrony with time. When you are in tune with your intuition, time can actually expand, contract, or adapt to whatever you need to do. That's a secret of Shakti. Okay, so let's see. I invite you, everyone, to start relaxing, start following your breath. Imagine that you're on a light column from the center of the universe to the center of the earth. And that let's do this beautiful, beautiful full moon meditation together. Even if the full moon has been last night, we still have the effects of it in our bodies, in our earth, in our lives. It's still ongoing. So let's tune into the full moon, divine Shakti, feminine energy. Feel as comfortable as you can, letting your body rest now, letting your mind rest as well, and start following your breath. As you follow your breath, going up and down your spine, you're more and more centered in your heart and in your being. You notice your energy flow getting more and more balanced now. You're deeply connected and deeply harmonious now. You're imagining, each one of you, that you're in a light column from the center of the universe to the center of the earth. There's a light column around you and through you, each one in his light column, from the center of the universe to the center of the earth, surrounding you fully. Breathing in. You're fully immersed in this column of light, and with every inhale, you're breathing in the light from this light column into your body. We ask that only the beings of the purest light and love can connect with us energetically and telepathically now. Only the beings of the purest light and love can connect with us energetically and telepathically now. Only the beings of the purest light and love can connect with us energetically and telepathically now. See and sense your energy, your chi, being more and more aligned, flowing harmoniously through your chakras. And see yourself releasing in the column of light whatever doesn't serve you now, as this column of light is pre-programmed to dissolve, transmute, transform all that it doesn't serve you. Deeper breath in. Feel yourself connecting deeper into your heart chakra. And notice your heart chakra expanding more and more with every breath as your attention points there. Deeper breath in. You imagine, visualize, sense, or feel that you have a connection cable from the center of the universe, from the heart of the central sun, coming down into your heart. So you can visualize the central sun, which is beyond the galactic sun. Your consciousness moves through the galactic sun, beyond it, into the central sun, drawing from there into you through this connection cable, all the energy, the love, power, and the gentle love that you need into your heart. Draw more of it into your heart. Surrender to this love that's flowing into you, flowing into your heart. Feel your heart expand. Feel your system encompassing all this light. So with every inhale, your heart grows bigger, receiving more light into the center and the core of your being. And every exhale, you exhale this out into your cells, into your organs, into your auric field, and out into the universe. Surrendering to this bathing of light, to this influx of light that's coming into you, allowing it to flow and nourish you fully, completely realigning you back into health. Deeper breath in, you receive more of it into your heart chakra, allowing your heart to open up and surrender to this love that is a universal love flowing into your heart. Deeper breath out. Completely open to this energy. You're feeling it flow into all your systems, your physical organs, your physical systems, your auric field, and out into the universe. Deeper breath in, you let it flow through your feet down into the earth. You check your roots, feel that you have big, strong roots flowing into the earth. Connecting to the center of the earth, to the heart of Gaia. Raise again your consciousness back into the central sun, all the way up through the galactic sun into the central sun, the divine masculine energy nourishing us all. Notice, we ask that only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically now, and we invoke the divine feminine essence, the power of Shakti, the power of Durga, divine feminine energy in Hindu tradition, to now flow into us. Some of you might notice around the central sun 3 divine aspects of the feminine energy. One of them is Durga. You can imagine a triangle forming around the central sun, and on top of it is the image of Durga. To the left is the image of Isis, the goddess of sacred arts, sacred temple arts, sacred sexuality in Egyptian tradition. And to the right is the Kuan Yin energy, goddess. Also known and represented as Mother Mary. It's Kuan Yin in the Asian tradition and Mother Mary in the Orthodox tradition, the energy of compassion and kindness, fully embodied. So see these three divine essences surrounding the central sun, forming a triangle around it. That is actually a portal through which divine feminine energy is flowing from the central sun down to earth. So this triangle of feminine energies pointed up is filtering, translating, sweetening up the energy from the heart of the central sun that's flowing into us and onto earth as nourishment through the galactic system, through the galactic sun, down into the sun of our heart, through the crown chakra, through the pituitary and pineal glands, through your thyroid chakra, into your heart chakra, and flowing into all your body, all the way down through the chakras into the feet. And from the feet, it unites to the heart of Gaia. And feel the heart of Gaia opening up, which is the fourth divine feminine representative. Feel these four energies of feminine spirit joining together. 3 around the central sun and 1 in the heart of Gaia. And feel how they are connected and downloading. You're actually downloading the energy that's coming down in from the central sun through this triangle of feminine energy down into your heart sun, and down into the heart of the earth, the sun in the heart of the earth. You're feeling the energy there, fully flowing, receiving the energy from the heart of the central sun through your body, that is a transceiver. And you feel your body also opening up, receiving the energies that Mother Earth is sending up to you. From the heart of the central sun, it's flowing up into your roots, then into the soles of the feet, into the ankles, calves, knees, thighs, into the hips. You open up to receive through the hips this energy that's coming up from the heart of the earth, the heart of Gaia. through your hips, through the base of your spine, and through your spine, all the way up into your body to your heart, all the way up into your body to your base of the skull, and all the way up into your body to the top of your head. You're fully receiving this love from the heart of Gaia, healing your feminine yin aspect, fully gently softening up into this embrace of love, completely accepted, completely allowing this energy to flow. And as it flows all the way up to the top of your head, filling your whole body, it flows around you in a toroidal system now, surrounding your whole body like a torus, forming a sphere around you, a bubble of energy around you. You can feel it. That's a bioshield. That's your feminine bioshield energy, feminine enhanced energy, with the energy from the heart of Gaia, blended with the energy from the heart of the central sun, blended with these three energies that are surrounding the central sun, the energy of Durga, the energy of Isis, and the energy of Kuan Yin or Mother Mary. So divine, universal divine feminine, and divine feminine expressed as sacred sexuality priestess, and divine feminine expressed as compassion, kindness, universal love. These are the three energies that are coming down from around the central sun into our bodies, embodying into the heart of Gaia, blending with the energy of Gaia, embodying this light into our heart and into our bodies. This is the embodiment of Shakti, and this day following the full moon of August, very powerful, auspicious moment for this beautiful initiation that we've all had together. I promise I hadn't planned any of it. I had no idea what this would stream in meditation. I just feel to complete with just showing you something that is interesting, that for this flow. One important aspect of healing and enhancing your feminine side is to be creative. We are made to create. Our bodies as women is actually made to create new life, right? Or as babies. But if you don't create babies, something must be done with your feminine energy, and you can paint, draw, knit, bring new projects into being, do everything to make this world more beautiful. One of my works has been to paint. I haven't painted very professional, but I have just painted for fun. And 5 years ago, in an intuitive guided meditation, I painted my future life. So the life over 5 years. And this is what I've painted. In that, I've painted the mountains. I've painted the sun with a triangle coming out of the sun. I don't know if you see that there's a triangle over there. There's this cosmic feminine symbols. These are symbols of the cosmic divine feminine energy. And there's this light, this golden flow flowing into the mountains from the heart of the central sun through this triangle. And I never knew exactly what it meant and what this portal really is, this triangle portal. But I now, in this meditation, have received the clarification with the three goddesses and the heart of the central sun and what's flowing into the world, right? As energy through this portal, through our bodies. So ladies and guys who have been in this meditation today, you've been the transceiver of this download. Thank you for being here as powerful light workers that you are. Thank you for triggering this beautiful meditation together. This has been a powerful initiation for all of us, including myself as a channel. And I'm really, really grateful for all of you for being here and just facilitating this with us. If you want to see me further, there's further events coming up. You can type soulhealingacademy.com/events and you'll find all my nice next things. I'm going to type it in the comments. And if you have further questions, just contact me on my Facebook page, Cristiana Eltrayan, on my YouTube page, or Instagram with the same name, Cristiana Eltrayan, and you find all the details about me and you'll receive answers. And thank you, Shri, for organizing this. I really honor you and your work, and you're doing a great job. And big hugs and thanks to Pyramid Society and PSSM Global and everyone in this. I'm really honored and grateful to collaborate with you. Big hugs to all.
Thank you so much, Christiana. Really, 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 what a wonderful session. So much you spoke about this femininity and so many aspects about how to recharge our energy field. And the meditation was literally awesome. Really, I felt like so much of energy is flowing when you did that, connecting with the galactic central sun, connecting with the heart space, connecting with the Mother Gaia. Wow, much needed. Actually, on this full moon day, we can't ask better than this.
Oh, that was great. That was great that you were so open. So every group triggers, energy to the degree of their openness. So clearly you're very powerful, deep meditators. If you could download this from me, I'm just honoring you and being here for whatever needs to flow, but I then don't program anything in advance. So love and light to you. It was your mastery that has brought this, right? I'm just an instrument. And thank you for everything. And that's the power of surrender, actually.
Yes,
To just
true.
be here, know nothing, want nothing, aim for nothing, and just let it flow. And
Yes.
that's the power of surrender and trust, right?
What you said is like 200% true, because when we surrender to the universe, we'll just become a medium and channel to the energies to flow through us. Yes,
Absolutely. And that's
yes,
what we did today. And that's what I always do with my work, because I never prepare in advance. I never uh, do, presentations on computer and stuff like this. I just let the universe flow through me.
yeah.
That took some 10 years of work and meditation and practice, but eventually I am where I am, and I'm sure there's more to unfold and I have more to learn. But the power of surrender is really helpful, to really trust that everything is already there and you just have to tap into it, connect, surrender, and let it flow. That's
And the
all.
diagram you have just shown is just awesome, like connecting. So beautiful. I think
Mhm.
you have you said like you made it like 10 years back. Do it.
I've started meditating when I was 14
Oh,
or
this
12.
painting, that painting.
The painting was 5 years back. 5 years back in a retreat, of art retreat that I did.
Mm-hmm.
But I had no idea what I'm painting there. I just tuned into the future life. What is my future life after 5 years? And I painted this, and I had no
Wow.
idea what it means. Now I actually live in these mountains. I
Wow.
have this portal right across the basically across the street from my house,
Mm-hmm.
and that's my work. But I never knew exactly what this triangle meant until today, when I meditated with you, bringing
Wow.
forth these three feminine energies together. Right.
Wow. Awesome. Thank you, Christiana. Thank you so much once again. And
Big love
friends,
to you,
yes,
and
friends, yeah, yes,
hope
yes.
to be meeting you in person soon in India, maybe at the Pranic Festival in March. Or if you're in UK, you can actually come to the Pranic Festival in
Sure,
Romania,
sure,
because
definitely will visit. Yeah.
it's uh, it's it's 11 days from now. This festival is beautiful
Okay,
pranic masters
okay.
joining
Mhm.
together. It's a live event in a beautiful area of the mountains of Romania,
Mhm.
and we're going to have even more powerful meditations together with colleagues of mine that are nourished by light with no need to take physical food for more than 10 years, some of them very
Wow,
powerful masters
wow,
we're
wow,
bringing.
wow. It's very great to hear this pranic festivals. Yes, about this pranic festival.
Yes.
Yes.
See you soon then.
See
If you
you.
if you decide to come, just let me know.
Thank you, Christiana. Yes.
Much love.
Yes. Friends, hope you all have enjoyed this wonderful, energetic talk and amazing meditation session by Christiana. And tomorrow we'll connect with one more feminine master from India. See you soon.